beautiful souls. All I can say is, what a day. It's dark outside now here. Wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight, to be fair, but I just feel like doing another round of the Kali Oracle, because I feel like I need Divine Mother's energy. It's like being comforted, isn't it? Just put these on. I might just take 3 big deep breaths in first. And release. Big deep breath in. Take it into your heart. And release. Let the weight of your day be released. Big deep breath in. And release. Hope you've had a good day. Okay. I'll take the one because there's a backup. Ooh, that's a bit gruesome. Some of these images are a bit. Whew. But I don't think I've ever read it. Off with your head. It looks pretty fierce. Divine Mother's not pissing around. Oh, let's see what it's got to say, eh? Let's hope it's got some inspiration for us. Sacred severance is her radical grace. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group or belief system that cannot support the truths of the heart, she is the capacity, sovereignty, and courage required for self-liberation. Sometimes we need cutting off from people, places, or things. Systems of oppression within your mind and your will be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to the past and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. I couldn't have said it better myself. You only ever deserve to be in places where your heart is honoured. And if it's not honoured, I'm just going to turn this other light off in a minute, I think. The rings are annoying me because of my glasses. She's going to cut out people, places, or things, no matter who or what they are, the people. Because she knows your heart's worthy. And when you're in pain, she's in pain. The fifth of Mahavidya, wisdom goddesses, is a most shocking form of Kali. Chinnamasta, it says. Almost says China, but it's double N. Chinnamasta. She is the divine feminine avatar, self-decapitated and partaking of the blood that emerges from her throat. Ooh, it's quite gruesome, isn't it? Wow, she's a warrior, all right. The name Chinnamasta translates as beheaded. She signifies a powerful activation of the spiritual path through the confrontation of oppressive behaviours, self-limiting attitudes, and intellectual dominance of intuition. intellectual dominance of intuition. The head is the symbol of the known, of thinking, of forms of authority. It is the head that wears the crown, the sign of status and power. Unrestrained by authority, she is able to overpower it. Wow. For our human selves, the head is the locus of control. LOCUS. Never heard of that, actually. Head is the locus of control. I'll just write that down for locus of control. So during a Chinnamaster initiation, you will not understand what is happening and you won't know how everything is going to turn out. Say that about my twin flame journey. This is as it is meant to be and not something you need to worry about or fight against. Chinnamaster is potent medicine for liberation. Her graphic iconography differentiates her from other forms of Kali that wear her favourite accoutrements of severed heads and skull garlands. Chinnamaster's severance is of her own head. This represents self-liberation. To be honest, I think I self-liberated myself today because it was too much. Kind of forced the process, I think. We do not need to wait for another to intervene. We can do it ourselves. She shows the way to save ourselves, to move from inner courage and inner wisdom. Her presence can indicate a time when you must trust yourself completely, without external support systems to rely on. Ooh. Including your twin. Without external support systems to rely on. The beliefs and constructs that once supported you will no longer be able to do so. The beliefs and constructs that once supported you will no longer be able to do so. Success cannot come from the tired and true paths of the past. You are evolving beyond that. It is time to rest in the void and allow for a new way to emerge. So I think you might be going through an initiation if you're anything like me. Like my video yesterday, it was like an acknowledgement of the last 4 years from Spirit, but specifically to me as well. I can only speak on myself. Yeah, and we're being asked to rest in the void and allow for a new way to emerge. Despite the inherent violence in the image, yeah, it was a bit shocking. Chinnamaster is not dead. Blood is flowing. She is very much alive. No matter how severe the challenges you are encountering, no matter what you let go of, which you once identified with or cherished, your life shall continue. The show must go on. You, the real you, which is not who you thought you were, is breaking free into more life, not less. Sometimes the old systems have to fall for the new order to be established. Things will never be the same because your real self is powerful enough to shed the false layers and radiate its inner beauty and wisdom more freely. Her partaking of blood symbolizes the capacity to be nourished and fed by change rather than devastated or destroyed by them. It is reassurance that at a deeper level you are gaining something from the chaos and deconstruction in your being and your life. As you continue to move through the process of change, you will gain energy from something new, for something new. Chinnamaster is self-nourishing through the spiritually conscious application of destructive energy. Chinnamaster shows us that transformation is not about trying to change others. It is about tackling our views, our fixed identities, and our attachments to power and status. Even if a situation is causing us pain and it appears to be under the control of another person, Chinnamaster initiates us into using our spiritual power to free ourselves. Oh my goodness. Yep. Her teaching is that we have the means to become free within us. We do not need to control outer circumstances or other people. Within us is the energy we need to continue on our path. We can draw what we need from within. Chinnamaster leads us into deeper terrain where we can release tendencies to self-sabotage through ignoring our intuition, truth, and needs. We have the power to get out of our own way. Yeah. Self-sabotage and the human I guess human tendencies can sometimes feel quite overwhelming, and we do things that we wouldn't our higher self wouldn't do. Chinnamaster, self-deprecating one. Oh, sorry, it was probably self-deprecation too, that's not a bad thing. Self-decapitating one. Fearless freedom and honouring of the truth is your way. You gift me with protection through the necessary endings I initiate based on the truth of my heart. You guide me to draw from the power within to fuel the necessary healing. Under your protection, I shall come back to life in a new way. With your unflinching honesty and unwavering courage, I am filled with inspiration and readiness. My blood is rich, flowing, and desirous of new life. I embrace the path before me, letting go of what I have known myself to be. You know, we're shedding parts of ourselves. Our old selves doesn't resonate with us anymore. I place myself within the beauty of your wild and unconditional wisdom. I trust in the new destinies now ready to unfold for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Jai Ma. Chinnamaster, Jai Ma Kali. Gently place your hands on your head for a moment. Then say, through the wisdom and grace of Kali Chinnamaster, I release all attachments and conditioning that no longer serves. I release all attachments and conditioning that no longer serves. Flick your hands away from your head as if flicking off the shreds of bondage that no longer serve your awakening. Repeat that movement as many times as you like. Allow it to feel good, relaxing and releasing for your head. Repeat this action again, but at your throat, and then finally at your heart. When you are ready and with your hands in prayer, you have completed your ritual. Right, so here we go. I pray this will make an effect on you too. Just close your eyes. Feel this past energy, your past self, be released. Past thinking or behaviour. If you can only ever heal yourself. And the throat. She will go up. need to go into the solar and sacral. Sending that into the earth. We haven't gone, we're only gone 15 minutes. I might do 35 as well. See what comes out of here. Kalika Tantrika, our wild mother goddess, overcomes duality, resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity. She facilitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. Kalika Tantrika is Kali, the Tantric Queen. She overcomes all karma, realigns pathways when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negative uses of free will, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Her presence announces significant change and positive improvement in all aspects of your life, especially your spiritual life. The Tantra of Kali is the teaching of the eminence of the goddess. Her appearance in a reading indicates a time when the feminine principle must be in the dominant position. This is not a declaration that the feminine is superior. It is equal to the masculine, yet different. It is a recognition that the feminine is the holding and birthing energy. To shift from one way paradigm or political structure, the feminine must lead. As Kali, she disrupts negative power structures and holds the space for something completely new to emerge from the rubble. The simplest way to describe the eminence of the goddess is that it's the deep respect for intuitive knowing and action taken on the non-rational. Yeah, the rational mind has a lot to answer for. It is the deep respect for intuitive knowing and action taken on the non-rational yet deeply insightful instincts of the heart. This is not about being emotionally reactive. There are multiple expressions of this sacred tantric inversion, placing the sacred feminine in the leadership position and deconstructing patriarchy. We practice it when listening to our intuition with complete courage, rather than going against our inner knowing for the sake of logic. Another is reversing the flow of what has been generated. This may mean halting a path you wanted to travel but have now come to realize is not honoring of your heart. Halting a path you wanted to travel but have now come to realize is not honoring of your heart. It could be a breaking down of what has been established because it has become too restrictive and needs to be rebuilt in a new way, or perhaps released altogether. Remember, that which appealed to the caterpillar is not going to tempt the butterfly. Yeah. As the soul evolves, our needs and desires often undergo a profound transformation too. And I think there's a lot of divine masculines out there that are going through this transformation from a caterpillar. And they're in a caterpillar and they're probably not even in a cocoon yet. Tantric teachings resonate less with clean, tidy and methodical approaches and more with wild, spontaneous shamanic energies innately tuned to and responsive to life. The primal force of the feminine is moving you along your soul journey at present. To tune in to that primal power requires loosening the mental grip over your life. Allow for more space, more flexibility. Letting go of, that mental restriction of the mind. If your schedule is so tightly wound that every minute is accounted for, set the intention to slacken the reins. The feminine needs freedom. She cannot be crammed into minimal spaces and expected to thrive. If you try to control her, she will rebel. And when she is Kali, her rebellions topple kingdoms. It is possible to heal and transform, even radically, without evoking her wrathful nature if you are open to her guiding presence. How many masculines are open to their divine feminine's guiding presence, I wonder? Her wrath is love. So we need not fear it, but it can certainly be a welcome change of pace for powerful shifts to be able to happen with grace and ease. When Kali Tantrika arises in your reading, you are encouraged to listen to your gut and allow for wisdom to emerge. Act according to instinct and let go of methods that do not resonate with your heart. So bring it back to the heart. Even if your mind tells you that not following those methods will lead to failure. The Tantra of Kali is the practice of unconditional trust in the feminine. Wow. If you have a divine feminine in your life, you divine masculines, that is remotely spiritual, I'd say embrace her. Her ways are unpredictable, apparently ever-changing. They're women, come on. And when she manifests as Kali, if you try to pin her down and control her, she's likely to lop off the offending appendage. Equally, if a divine feminine notices that you're going in the opposite direction to your soul, she will cut you off. Because she knows that there's no gain from that. But she still offers unconditional love. Instead, we submit to her. I think submit is given the wrong impression. It's more releasing, letting go of what the masculine perceives in his own logic, releasing to love and being able to be pliable to follow another path pointed out by the feminine. Entering into, it says, yeah, instead we submit to her, entering into the black void of possibilities. So it's like jumping into a big dark hole. But it says void of possibilities. And not knowing, with the realization that even when we don't know what is going on, the divine feminine does. The divine feminine is ruled by the moon, the hidden aspects, the high priestess, sacred feminine. If we willingly open to her sacred knowledge, rather than try to impose our will and logic and desire upon her, she will show us what is going to work best. This is a time when the heart, knowing, must lead above the intellectual assessment of things. Yeah, the masculines are very much logic based because they are the grounding force. They're more ruled by the sun. They're the do. Whereas the feminine is more the bee. The queen bee. It is also when we are best moved by a greater guiding intelligence rather than doggedly sticking to a plan and trying to assert ourselves. The feminine is not as direct in her approach as the masculine. Her seeds germinate in darkness. Yeah, we sow a lot of seeds. Many don't strike. However, you keep sowing. Her creative methods are not always seen, yet are powerful. The oracle brings encouragement that even though it seems like your will is being thwarted, oh, where have I heard that before? Or you are not getting what you want right now, or you just wish you could have clarity and know your direction, you are still making progress. Things are coming together in the best way, and something is growing that is aligned with the divine plan you were born to fulfill. I'm just going to pause there. When the masculines are a caterpillar, they're going to see spirituality in a different light. And I think this is part of the death to the caterpillar, because spirituality looks like death to their logic. And their ego kicks in. And they'll lop off anything as well that they feel threatened by. And I think one of the ones is that when it's like a divine counterpart, they feel like they have no choice, right? Or that it's, that you're being forced down to do something you don't want to do. But the truth is that love is what leads this awakening. And the ego and the humanness and the 3D will always try and reject enlightenment and the path of the soul, because it thinks it's going to lose. They have a negative connotation attached to it. So that's part of the death and the dying. But the dying is a metaphorical dying. Like the metaphorical, I mean, obviously you're not going to go and do that, right? It's metaphorical. Metaphysics. It's the spiritual cutting off. It's being brave to cut off what offends the soul. We can choose our own will. You have free will, right? Everybody has free will. But there's always cycles that divine will put us through. So we're still in divine will, even when we think we've taken ourselves out of it to avoid ascension. We'll just go through another cycle. And usually they can end up with tower moments, which are basically, the crumbling down, falling from a tower. That's the image on a tarot deck. Or the death card, which is scorpionic energy. The rebirth, but that's the dying of the caterpillar. But it's not actually dying, it's being cocooned and fighting it. Can you imagine what process it goes through inside the cocoon when it's literally wrapped up and feeling restricted? And it goes from this mushy mess, and it's born into wings and something beautiful. I mean, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Anyway, where was I? Here, the oracle brings encouragement that even though it seems like your will is being thwarted, or you are not getting what you want right now, I don't know what they want, but I suppose they think freedom, or you just wish you could have clarity and know your direction, you are still making progress. Things are coming together in the best way, and something is growing that is aligned with the divine plan you were born to fulfill. You are encouraged to restore your inner energies and move when you feel inspired rather than thrusting forward in an attempt to make progress. The goddess knows what she's doing. Her actions will benefit you and all beings profoundly. Allow her to have her way. Invocation ritual. Place your hands at your lower belly. Probably why I did it before. Sense the energies that stir and swirl into life when you place your loving, non-judging attention beneath your hands. Allow your awareness to move deeply beneath your hands as if you are moving into a vast oceanic realm of feminine being within your body. No matter what your biology or gender may be, you can settle and meditate with this feminine presence. Perhaps that presence is a gentle ocean, waves rising and falling in a rhythmic lullaby, or a raging storm with flashes of lightning and shuddering thunder. Be with what is. Sense the grounding as your mental energies begin to descend into the belly and gather there, returning to the primordial and restorative ocean of consciousness deep within the sacral chakra. Say the following prayer. Jai Ma Kali, I drop into the realm of deep wisdom located in the belly. It's usually around the belly button. I feel for your guidance for the innate pattern of intelligent, spiritual becoming that exists within my soul and knows how to manifest itself to fulfillment for the benefit of all beings. I open to your blessings. I let go of that which I have held onto more than I have trusted in you. Jai Ma Kali. Allow any residual tension or stress to melt away. Be in the quiet bliss of peaceful, authentic, inner divine communion. Place your hands in prayer. You've completed your ritual. The feminine under the moon. It looks like she's stumped on the masculine, but this is a process of transformation and love. Trust. Get out of the head and into the heart. Looks like she's got the foot on the heart. There's 2 lotus flowers there at the bottom. She's wielding that's one of those almost like a wheat chaffer, you know, the cutter. What do you call them? Mm. 35 minutes. What else tonight? I feel Just gonna have a look at some tarot. See what's coming out for the Divine Masculine. What energy can you give us, Divine? Can you give us an update on the energy of the Divine Masculine this evening and where he's at? I keep saying hermit. I saw the truth as well. Where's the Divine Masculine out this evening? In real time. That was the Two of Cups. Stubborn, aren't they? I'm going to take that because it's still at the bottom. Okay. Maybe they're knotted up. Can you clarify the Eight of Swords here, please? And the Ace of Swords. Stubborn, yeah. Stubborn. They're being stubborn mules, is what I'm hearing. Stubborn mules. Oh, I did see that too. Justice. Karma. Balancing of the scales. Okay, so you know how I saw the Two of Cups? Well, this is actually the Five of Cups. So they're mourning. They're in a black shroud. Well, that, to me, is like being in the cocoon. Because the High Priestess, the yin and the yang, right? The fighting of these two, the two sides. Because it's about divine union. It's about divine. You know, you always see divine as the top circle. Divine masculine here, divine feminine. And it all makes solid structure, form an arch and stability. So they're in their head. But that's like bringing in something new. The cocoon of something new. There's the Queen of Swords off with his head. She doesn't mean it like that. It's only ever a loving discernment of the feminine towards the masculine. Anything else, please? Right. Okay. How can I read that? So it's the Knight of Swords there. Fast movement. What's this fast movement? Or are they running away? No, they're actually running towards the Queen of Swords here. What's this fast action? Holding on. Holding on. What are they holding on to? Manifestation. Divine manifestation. If the masculines learn to surrender into this cocoon and do the inner work and transform their mind, what is the likely outcome? What is the likely outcome? What did I say earlier? 2 of Cups. That's the yin and the yang. They will, well, this almost looks like opposites, but they will, because they've been stubborn and they weren't willing to take the cup that Divine was offering, they've gone into this energy, which is being left out in the cold. See how you've got these 5, you've got the offering of the 5 cups here, but on this card 3 cups are being spilt over, but there's still 2 cups at the back. Which is the 2 of Cups. And there's the Empress. And then you've got the 10 of Pentacles. There's the Hermit. So that's divine insight, rest, and union. 11-11. Looks like spiritual warfare, really, within the masculine. How much, it's how much the love that Divine has for the masculine is immense. And the Divine Feminine is the reflection of that love. Unconditional love. Just gonna look at one of these Louise Hay Power Thoughts. What can we look here? I take full responsibility for every aspect of my life. I love my body. Every year I feel more relaxed and more attractive. I see only harmony around me at all times. I'm always safe and secure. I experience love wherever I go. There you go. I rise above all limitations. I'm divinely guided and inspired. I'm special and wonderful. The more I love myself, the less stress I have. So that could be the stress that the Divine Masculines are going through, because if they learn to love themselves more, they won't be able to help but love the feminine. What man ever hated his own soul? There you go. I hope that was helpful. I see that I've got some Divine Masculines on my channel now, so just surrender. Surrender it, feel it within when you're in bed tonight. Put your hands around your sacral chakra and even your solar plexus, and breathe in. Have it in the dark and just feel the energy, if that makes sense. Just go into that void and help transmute these energies for yourself. Ooh, 4433. Sending you so much love. Hope this was helpful. Please leave a comment below, and if you've got this far, I'd love to hear from you, particularly if you're Divine Masculines. Tell me how this resonated. And yeah, like, subscribe. Click the notification bell, because, you know, then you're notified when I share a video, and you won't miss out. But yeah, I enjoy the support. Obviously, I don't get paid on here. I haven't got enough subscribers for that. I haven't even gone down that path. My heart is just in this because it's helping my healing, as you can see in my bio. And yeah, onwards and upwards, eh? Let's just bring about change in the world, and I know Divine will bless me in their own way. So I release all of that. Doesn't really matter. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for myself above and foremost. And I'm here for the Divine Feminines that are going to break paradigms. And we're going to help the masculines. And we're going to see more love between male and females. More genuine divine partnerships. And that is going to be a sight to behold. Love you loads. Take care. Bye.